To take a kid named Pee Wee from Edinburgh, Texas, who came from a very humble background, to make it to Washington, D.C., to George Washington University to get an undergraduate degree, and then be able to come back here and go to the University of Texas, that's a big deal.
When he was in college, he got a job in Washington, working the elevator. In those days, you had people work the elevators for you. And couldn't have been in a better place. He was so up close to LBJ, to John Kennedy, and he was inundated in all of it. So much so that he had an opportunity to hear Martin Luther King deliver his I Have a Dream speech.
That just had a huge impact on his life and his mission in life to help people.
In Brownsville, where he lives, where he has raised his children, there are a lot of needs. And he has the capacity and the desire to fill those needs. And so he gives of himself liberally.
His reach and the impact that he has had has been localized and lucky for us, but it's also reached beyond the community to the state and to the national level.
He was state bar president. He's been recognized by the Supreme Court of the state of Texas. He is in the Inns of Court. He got the Good Apple Award, Texas Apple Seed. He's had various awards here at the University of Texas, from the university and from the law school. He's tried probably as many products liability cases as anybody in the state of Texas. Everyone who represented defendants in significant matters in the Valley were after Pee Wee to help them try their cases. He works hard. He's incredibly talented. He's had a well-rounded career of litigation of all types.
Pee Wee's a very, very strong family man, loves his kids, loves his grandkids. What I like most about Pee Wee and admire about him is just always thinking about how he can help other people. When Pee Wee was bar president, Katrina hit Louisiana, and Pee Wee was one of the first people to call me to see what he could do and what Texas could do to help. And he suggested, why don't I send over some bar staff and see if we can help y'all recover and get your website up. And that really, to me, was one of the most helpful things that anybody did.
As a result of how UT Law School affected him, he has an incredible love for the university. And he's given back to the university of his time and his resources generously. And I don't think the university can have a better person to represent the values of the University of Texas than Eduardo Rodriguez. It meant a lot to him. And it still does. And that's why he does this outrageous alumni barbecue every year during football season.
I mean, who would come up with the idea of a barbecue and that was going to be your claim to fame? Well, of course, Eduardo. And it started out very small. I mean, really very small. And so it was a few friends in the law school. Pretty soon it was, 100 people, then 500 people, and now thousands of people show up.
And it's serious work. He spends a week getting things prepared.
Pee Wee and I have been looking forward to the LSU-Texas game for about 7 years, ever since the game was scheduled. And payback is next year in Baton Rouge. And we may even have a barbecue on the LSU Law School grounds to honor Pee Wee and all the good work he's done for UT. And we may have to throw in some boudin and gumbo with our barbecue, though, for Pee Wee and Paula.
You have to understand that for people in the Valley, just to get to Austin sometimes is very difficult. But to get to Austin and to go to the law school, and then someone eventually who is so honored as to have Eduardo Rodriguez Way, a pathway in the law school named after him, that's pretty extraordinary for a kid from the Valley.
It's just a tribute to Pee Wee and his entire family and all the support and love that UT has for the Rodriguez family and that the Rodriguez family has for UT.